Welcome to the Master Curriculum, an exploration of Chapter 6, Section 7 of A Course in Miracles. In this session, we will examine how to reverse the laws of the world and reawaken the mind to the logic of peace, building a structured, practical understanding of this spiritual framework. This framework begins with the mind. Every result in our lives flows from the teacher we choose within, the teacher of separation, which produces conflict, fear, and complexity, or the teacher of unity, which yields peace, love, and simplicity. Our task is to learn how to recognize and choose the right teacher consistently. Here we contrast two operating systems. The ego's laws of the world are built on scarcity, sacrifice, superiority, and constant threat. The Holy Spirit's laws of spirit rest on abundance, extension, equality, and vigilance only for God. Understanding this comparison helps us see why our mindset directly shapes our experience of peace. The Holy Spirit's thought system stands on three pillars that function together. First, to have, give all to all. This is the lesson of abundance. Second, to have peace. Teach peace to learn it. The lesson of shared being. Third, be vigilant only for God and His kingdom. The lesson of mental discipline. These are simultaneous expressions of one unified mind. Lesson A exposes the illusion of scarcity. In the material view, giving divides a fixed pie. If I share, I lose. The ego therefore equates generosity with depletion and concludes that to have, I must withhold. Recognizing this belief is the first step in questioning the world's law of division. Lesson A continues with the reality of extension. Ideas behave differently from objects. When you share an idea, you keep it fully while strengthening it. The paradigm shift is this. To recognize that you already have everything, you must give everything. In this system, giving becomes the very mechanism of keeping. Lesson B introduces the feedback loop of teaching. Teacher and student are joined in one learning system. You inevitably teach what you are, because all behavior expresses underlying beliefs. You cannot give peace without experiencing it yourself. Therefore, every interaction becomes a classroom in which both parties learn the content being taught. A divided mind tries to keep part of the ego and part of the truth, but these thought systems are mutually exclusive. This attempted compromise generates inner chaos and erodes peace. Sustainable consistency requires a single allegiance. We must choose one teacher, one logic, and allow that choice to govern all our perceptions. Lesson C emphasizes the imperative of vigilance. We are not merely invited, but required to be as vigilant against the ego as for truth. Peace is not passive. It demands active mental discipline. This means monitoring our thoughts, questioning ego-based assumptions, and repeatedly choosing the perspective that aligns with love. The mind functions like a sieve. Mixed inputs, fear, love, guilt, and joy enter our awareness. The Holy Spirit evaluates these, retaining only what aligns with light and rejecting what is out of accord. Our role in vigilance is to allow this sorting process so that the inner kingdom remains consistent and undivided. The Holy Spirit does not erase the world. He reinterprets it. Experiences the ego labels useless, meaningless, or merely temporary are translated into the useful, the meaningful, and the timeless. In practice, every situation can become a teaching device that redirects the mind from illusion back to truth. In the unified mind, three functions converge: giving all to all, teaching peace, and being vigilant. Having, being, and protecting are not separate tasks, but one mechanism. When we extend peace, we simultaneously learn it and defend it. This integration is what the Course calls knowledge, the state of a fully unified mind. The curriculum leads us to the threshold of knowledge, but it does not force enlightenment. Our work is to remove the blocks to love's awareness and prepare the mind, like an altar. The final step, the full reawakening of knowledge, is taken by God, completing what our willingness has begun. We close with 3 daily applications. Act. Give to have by freely extending time, ideas, and care. Interact. Treat every encounter as a classroom where you demonstrate peace and thus learn it. Filter. be vigilant, keeping only thoughts aligned with love and allowing the Holy Spirit to dissolve the rest. This curriculum rests on a single organizing principle. Everything is accomplished through life, and life is of the mind and in the mind. By training the mind, choosing its teacher, practicing extension, teaching peace, and maintaining vigilance, we systematically reverse the world's laws and return to the logic of peace.